You know, with athletic meets and many other sports events cancelled or postponed, namely the big one, the Olympics of 2020, how has this impacted the lives and livelihood of athletes? We have live on Zoom IAAF silver medalist, RJR Sportsman of the Year, Fedrick Dacres, and he's going to share his story. Hi, Fedrick. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you
Hey,
doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm good.
I want to start off with news that the Olympic Games had to be postponed. I think for any athlete, preparation starts 4 years ago. What was that news like for you? How did you feel?
To be honest, I figured it would happen because based on the whole pandemic thing, it would be selfish if the Olympic game would have would have continued. So it was I think I personally expected it, so never came as much as a big surprise to me.
Yeah. Um, how has it affected you? Because I think most of the times, because we have a end game, we train to that towards that end game and towards that big meet. But now that the Olympics isn't happening, has it affected your training regimen? How have you made adjustments?
Of course. When I was said that, the Olympics was the big thing for the year, and everything was centered to get into the Olympics and being at your best at the Olympics. So for the Olympics to be postponed, it throws off everything.
Mm-hmm.
So with that now, for me, actually at this point is to actually stay fit and actually be athletic, so I don't lose what I already have and probably can gain a bit more. So I'm still in training somewhat. Nothing too heavy because the big game is a bit out. So I think they're hoping for like probably something between August and September. Hopefully, if the pandemic clears up a bit. So there's that.
Where does training happen, Frederick? Because a lot of people who are just regular gym people are complaining, oh, we can't get to go to the gym is closed. Are you lifting
Yeah.
furniture at home in lieu of lifting weights? You lift up the stove? How are you
Uh,
training?
now I just thought I have a gym at home, so I live at home. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, there's and yeah. But if I was telling a lot of people that you can train at home based on what you do, but for me, I would probably have to have like heavy weights and all that. So there is that. Uh, yeah. So for runners, I know some runners that actually go to the yard and do a bit of sprinting or whatever, or find an empty field and actually run or do something like that. Yeah. So you can train at home.
Yeah, nutrition is important also for a big athlete such as yourself. Are you doing your own cooking now? You know, is a nutri? I see you smiling. Are you eating what you're
Um,
supposed to eat now that you're cooking?
actually, all right. So yes and no. So as a thrower, it's not in terms of diet. We don't have as many restrictions because we can eat probably anything we want, kinda.
Probably.
But some for certain type of throws, a certain type of throws. For me, I burn. My metabolism is really fast, so I burn very easily. So yes, I do eat, but in terms of like right now, I think I had gotten way too big because I couldn't do the regular things that I could have.
Mhm.
So right now I am trying to be as sleek as possible while maintaining the strength. So it's more of a experimental phase for me right now. So that's where I'm at because there's no real serious meat. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot where I can be as strong as I and as athletic as possible. So in terms of eating, I've changed up my diet a bit. So and it has been working. So yeah.
Yeah, I know appearances pay fees, performances get contracts. Neither of the two are happening right now. As an athlete who yourself has a contract, how have sponsors been responding to a time like this? Have they been understanding? Are they still supporting the athletes? Because I think a lot of that was towards your participation. What's happening now, if you feel comfortable to share?
No, that's fine. All right. So what's happening is that a lot of for me because I'm a Puma athlete. So for me it has been Puma stock, it has fallen and everything. So it's for us as athletes to actually look and say it's not really normal times. So, things will have to change a bit. But it's a bit worse for athletes yeah.
Yeah. I know for a lot of people, they're seeing COVID in monthly periods. Okay, May, this is probably what's going to happen. For the athletes, we're already in 2022, and we're looking at the fact that President Blake says athletes may have to make a choice between the Commonwealth Games and the IWF World Championships. Do you think you should make a choice? You don't have to tell me now if you're not comfortable which one would be your choice.
If I was I have no problem saying, if I was to make a choice, I'd say the World Championship because it's kind of different for me because I do have the Commonwealth title and the record. So if I was to forego one, it would definitely be the Commonwealth. Mm-hmm. But it depends on which meet would be first because I think for the Commonwealth, don't quote me. I think the athletic, like in terms of track and field part of the Commonwealth is at the end. So if it is World Championship, was to be before the Commonwealth, I think we would have ample time to actually get a bit of rest there.
Recover enough to compete.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So, I'm saying because the Commonwealth is so long and the track and field part is usually at the end, maybe, the lag would be, greater than we are thinking right now. Yeah. But it depends on, the whole schedule of the events and all that and which one is actually first.
All right, my love. You already have a Commonwealth record. So, go for the World Championships. We know you can do it. RJR Sportsman of the Year 2018, only the second field event athlete to accomplish that. Such a pleasure talking to you all the time, Fedrick Dacres. All the best to you.
Thank you.
All right, IWF silver medalist Fedrick Dacres. They're speaking to us about how COVID-19 has been affecting his regime as an athlete. A fun stop is on the table. Is only the producer a joke? Fun stop is on the table. Simone, get ready. Fun stop, I come after this. We're so cool.